What's up, everyone? It's been a couple of weeks. Don't worry, I'm good. I just this last couple of months is a challenging time frame. It's very stressful. It's more frustrating than anything because come mid-August to about mid-September, when people start getting things back in swing, things are a little inconsistent, and that inconsistency drives me crazy. People canceling last minute, people rescheduling, people with they go away, things to do. There's just the schedule is on an up and down thing, and that just drives me nuts because I need to continuously move and keep working. So I keep busy, but I have been devoting some extra time to myself, getting in some extra workouts. I've put a lot of work in this summer on my own benefit. I put a lot of hard work in this past year since January. I basically have kept going since my prep for my birthday. So unfortunately, though, Saturday, Sunday-ish this weekend until probably yesterday, I was fighting something, not feeling too hot, but I think I'm feeling better and I'm good to go. So my brain is a little clearer, and here we are. So I was just watching a video on YouTube, and it was really pretty funny. This really well-known website that I like to watch went into a video about how not to build big arms. And that's awesome because my entire life, whenever people ask me advice, that a lot of times people are continuously asking me, what do you eat? How do I eat? How do I get ripped? And so on. All trainers get asked these questions. And rightly so. That's what we do. It's what we do for a living. But my response is always the same. I always say, it's not so much what to do. It's really more important what not to do. And that's extremely important to understand for you all. A lot of times people will they'll hire me to design them a nutritional program, or a nutritional program with a workout, or a combination of the two. I do a lot of that stuff online. On my side, I kind of have a side thing I do with the Blaze Bodies, and I'm here doing one-on-one training for personal training. But I'll get with them ahead of time. I'll get all the information that I need, according really so much with their lifestyle, how their schedules work, what time they hit the gym, any medical limitations of some sort, any foods they hate, and you get it. You've probably done diets before. And then I'll go out of my way and I'll put massive thought into a plan. I'll literally sit and work on it for hours with their best interest at heart, and not trying sometimes to be too ridiculously crazy strict like me. And I believe it or not, I know if there's one thing I can say about myself is I know people in psychology, and I know how they will or will not respond to a particular plan. So having said that, I present them the plan, they get the plan, days go by, I check up, I'm very good on follow-up, I'm always up their tail, and they'll basically tell me that in a nutshell, they're eating some of the foods that I had on the plan and replacing it with other things on the plan, or for that matter, adding things. Now, it's the plan is very specific and designed and very strategic with timing, macronutrients, and so on. And we've heard other fitness professionals talking on other YouTube channels about how it doesn't have to be so specific, and there doesn't have to be this or that at this time. It's bullshit. It does. It's all high quality macronutrients, not that piece of stupid crap, if it fits your macros mentality. You got to eat the right, clean, whole foods at certain times according to your particular lifestyle and schedule. So having said that, with all the precision that I put in there, they're just throwing in an extra meal of whatever, or, they'll tell me, yeah, I'm having a protein drink and some chicken before bed. Now, you would think, what's wrong with that? I mean, it's clean chicken and a protein drink, but it's not on the plan. The things we're taking into account for a particular weight loss or muscle gain, so a particular specific amount of protein was incorporated with a certain amount of carbohydrates, starchy carbs, and essential fats, and so on. So now you're going above and beyond the particular caloric range that I wanted you in, and it defeats the purpose. They're doing what they shouldn't be doing. And then, you confront them and they're like, well, but I was hungry. It's just protein, right? And then that's just an example. That's just like using the dietary end of things, but it's really in life. For instance, all the time people, they'll ask me, like, why don't you go out? Why don't you drink? Why don't you party? Why don't you go out and have a good time? It's because drinking alcohol is the probably worst thing you could put in your body on a nutritional standpoint. It's literally shuts down all nutrients coming in or going out, and repair and metabolism and so on. It's literally poison in your body. But then you go into the specifics and science of what happens when you ingest alcohol, and its high caloric content, and how it's high octane sugar, and that's and so on, and insulin resistance, and they don't want to hear it. They're like, no, well, I'm not cutting it out. I need my wine. Okay, that's awesome. Go drink your wine. Go drink your beers. Go out and party. But you're not going to get down to where you want to be. If you truly want to be and change your body for the better, to look your absolute best, you can't do certain things. You most definitely should never be eating sweets and sugary crap. And I know I'm unrealistic saying the alcohol thing, but because believe me, when I was all the way up until I was in my early 20s, I had my share. But back then I was just learning about the detrimental effects of alcohol in the body and so on. And the more I learned, the less I could put that in my body. I literally am going on 27 years without a drop. And it's just my own personal choice. Because it's not because I had a problem. It's because I learned what it did to the body. And if you want, it's so hard as it is, putting on muscle, lean quality, impressive muscle, and for that matter, taking yourself down to really low body fat percentages, even on steroids or gear, whatever you want to call it, that or otherwise, it's hard. And when you start throwing in roadblocks along the way with idiotic things like drinking and recreational drugs and eating shit and fast foods and going out every single night, just going out to a restaurant, going out to eat, with all the preservatives and MSG and nitrates and phosphates that they load in the food that you don't even know that's going in there, you're getting the meal and it's like, it tastes great. Even when you ask them out back to just cook it plain and keep it simple, they're loading it up with crap. And that lowers leptin levels. That's a hormone that causes your fat cells to become more efficient at storing fat and raising your hunger. So you eat more and you want more of that food when you go out to eat. So it's really what not to do. It's all the time I go out, if I do go out in public, or I run to the store, or I run up the street to get something at the store or the mall or out in public, people say stuff to me. What do you do? You must work out for hours and hours and hours. No, I don't. I don't work out for long periods of time. I quite honestly during the week, don't do very much Monday through Friday. And on the weekends, I get my share in, but it's never any longer than 45 minutes. I train all my clients to their fullest, absolute fullest of intensity for no longer than 35 minutes nonstop. You don't need more than that, but people are excessive, so they feel like they need to go to these group classes in these various places out and about and do. And they get all sweaty and beat up because they raise the heat in the classrooms and there's like 50 people in there and they're getting all sweaty and they think that they're bettering their bodies. And then when they leave, they go home and eat crappy, and then that night they go out drinking or so on. You shouldn't be doing that. If you're going to invest in yourself, you need to treat yourself like a finely tuned machine. I've been saying it for a long time. Consider yourself the sports car. You wouldn't drive up to a gas pump to get gas and put the shittiest, crappiest gas in it. You would put the high octane stuff in. Good quality food. You wouldn't put in sand in your gas tank. That's like going out drinking and eating crap. Your body's going to run sluggish and like crap. It's not going to recuperate. It's not going to perform. So, lesson be learned, and today's topic of convo is pretty much what not to do. It's really what not to do in life. Be serious about what you're doing. Be consistent with what you're doing. And don't, and pardon my French, don't fuck around. Be serious about what you're doing. Don't ever half-fast a single thing you're doing. Things come up in life, you know what I mean? Like I've been going through this crazy roller coaster of the last couple of months at work. I make the most of it. What do? I get a cancellation. I go get an extra workout in. I get on my computer. I do some diet plans, meal plans. I do stuff on my website. I don't sit around and do shit. If during the week I do get the opportunity like today, I'll drive 20 miles to my gym and work out like an animal and come back and back into my day. So make the most of it. Give it your all. All right? That's all I got to say. It's good to see you all. I'm going to check the front page of my site today. I was informed that I was in a big article on a big sports website, included in a really, really huge article. Not about me, but about someone pretty famous. And it should be, I'll put the link on there. Check that out. And I hope you all are doing great. I hope you're falling into fall and all is in sync, and all your kids are back to school and you're hitting the gym. Get on it. All right, I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for coming by.